Hi, today I am going to take a class on cams. What is a cam? It's a machine, it's a rotating machine element which gives either reciprocating or oscillating motion to the follower. The followers can be classified as knife edge follower, roller follower, flat face follower or spherical faced follower based on the shape of contacting surface with the cam. Here you can observe here is a knife edge follower, here is a the contacting surface is a sharp knife edge, okay, so which is in contact with the surface of the cam. And here we have the roller follower, the surface is contact surface is a roller type. And the third one is the flat face follower, which is the surface of the follower is perfectly flat, which is in contact with the surface of the cam. And last one is the spherical faced follower. Here we have the spherical surface which is in contact with the surface of the cam. So these are the four types of followers which are classified based on the type of contacting surface of the follower with the cam. Further, we can classify the followers according to the path of the motion of the follower as radial follower and offset follower. Radial follower means where the follower axis is in line with the axis of the cam. That is, when the follower is going to rotate, its axis coincides with the axis of the cam, whereas offset follower means the follower axis is at some distance away from the axis of the cam. It is known as offset follower. And further, we can also classify the cams and followers according to the motion of the follower as reciprocating follower or oscillating follower. When the cam rotates, if the follower reciprocates, it is known as reciprocating follower, and when the cam rotates, if the follower is going to oscillate, it is known as oscillating follower. That is, the rotary motion of the cam will be converted into oscillatory motion of the follower, that is for oscillating follower. Whereas in reciprocating follower, when the cam rotates, the follower is going to reciprocate. Okay. So this is the type of classification of the follower based on the motion of the follower. This is based on the whether the follower axis coincides with the cam axis or not. If it coincides, it is known as radial follower. If the follower axis is some distance away, then it is known as offset follower. When the follower moves, it will be moving with either uniform velocity or simple harmonic motion or uniform acceleration or retardation motion or cycloidal motion. Okay, so this motion of the follower can be of four types. As I told you, it may be uniform velocity or simple harmonic motion or uniform acceleration and retardation motion and cycloidal motion. So whenever it moves with any one of this, so the type of displacement diagram will be different. Okay, so when the follower moves with uniform velocity, the displacement diagram is one type. Again, if it moves with simple harmonic motion, again the type of construction of displacement diagram is different. So for each type, let us learn how to construct a displacement diagram for uniform velocity and simple harmonic motion, UVRM and cycloidal motion one by one. Understand the construction of displacement diagram for uniform velocity motion of the follower with an example. Okay, here when the follower moves, it is going to perform outstroke, then it will be under rest, which is known as dwell. Again, then it is going to perform return stroke and followed by dwell. There are four parts for the motion of the follower: outstroke, dwell, return stroke and again dwell. Okay, so when the cam rotates, the follower is going to move upwards. Okay, so it is going to move upwards, that is known as lift. How much it is going to lift is known as lift of the follower, which is given by 40 mm. It is also known as stroke of the follower. The maximum distance moved by the follower is 40 mm. Okay, and it is having a knife edge follower. So depending upon the type of follower, again while constructing the cam profile, the methodology changes. Okay, so for knife edge follower, the construction of cam is different, and for roller follower, again the construction of cam profile is different. So let us know it later. Now let us learn only the displacement diagram, how to construct it when it moves with uniform velocity. So the data given is outstroke angle is 60 degree, dwell is 30 degree, return stroke is 60 degree, and again dwell is 210 degree. Outstroke means the follower moves upwards. Dwell means it remains at the same position, okay, for 30 degree rotation of the cam, and again when the cam rotates by 60 degree, the follower is going to move downwards, okay, a return stroke, and for remaining 210 degree of rotation of cam, it will be under dwell. That is nothing but it is under rest, okay. So how to construct the follow, that is displacement diagram when it is moving with a uniform velocity, let us learn, okay. For here in this problem they have given knife edge follower and minimum radius of the cam is 50 mm, okay. Let us learn now how to construct a displacement diagram. I am going to indicate the outstroke angle as theta naught, outstroke angle as theta naught, which is equal to 60 degree, and there is a dwell, I'll write it as theta d, which is equal to 30 degree, and there is a return stroke, I'll write it as theta r, again which is equal to 60 degree, followed by again dwell 2, which is equal to 210 degree, okay. For this you have to take a suitable scale. Along the x-axis, you take the cam rotation along the x-axis. This is cam rotation along x-axis, and stroke of the follower along the y-axis. I'll indicate with S. Stroke of the follower is S is equal to 40 mm. Along y-axis I have taken stroke of the follower. Along the x-axis I have taken cam rotation, which is in terms of degrees. So let me take a scale of 1 centimeter on x-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 20 degree of cam rotation. So I'll split this. It will be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340 and 360. I have split this into 0 to 360 degree. And the y-axis I have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm lift, 10 mm lift of the follower. On the x-axis I have taken 20 degree of cam rotation for each 1 centimeter. Okay, now the given angle for outstroke is 60 degree. So for 60 degree, make a line, that is, I am going to divide the entire displacement diagram into 4 regions: outstroke region, dwell region, return stroke region, and again dwell region. The angle given for outstroke region is 60 degree. So I am going to draw a line at an angle of 60 degree. Next, it is followed by a dwell of 30 degree. So 60 plus 30, it will be 90. So in between these two, you take a line which represents 30 degree. So 60 plus 30, it will be 90. Next, followed by return stroke, which is again 60 degree. So 60 plus 30 it is 90. 90 plus 60 it will be 150. So come to this position. Between 140 and 160 exactly at the center you can take to represent the dwell period. And the last remaining 210 degree represents the dwell. Let me write this. Theta naught is equal to 60 degree. That is nothing but outstroke. And this is the dwell is equal to 30 degree. And here is the return stroke is equal to 60 degree. And followed by a second dwell is equal to 210 degree. Okay. Now this outstroke region and return stroke region should be divided into 6 equal parts. You can observe here 0 to 20 is 1 centimeter, 0 to 40 is 2 centimeters, 0 to 60 it is 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters I should divide it into 6 equal parts. So for every half centimeter or for every 5 mm you can take a point. So this is 2 parts, here it is 4 parts, now it is 6 parts. Let me draw the lines. These lines must be very thin. When you are going to construct, you be careful while drawing the split up lines, they must be thin. Divide them into 6 equal parts. Okay. Again similarly here also the outstroke region return stroke angle is 60 degree which is equal to 3 centimeters. Again divided it into 6 equal parts. For every half centimeter keep a point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Draw lines through these points. Okay, fine. Now, when the follower is moving with uniform velocity, for uniform velocity, it's the simplest method of construction of follower displacement diagram when it moves with uniform velocity. That is, you are going to just join these 2 points, the opposite 2 points. You can connect this point with the opposite point. That is, it is follower is moving with uniform velocity to perform the outstroke, and then it is under dwell for 30 degree rotation of the cam, and when the cam rotates by 60 degree, follower is going to perform the return stroke. Return stroke again it is also with uniform velocity. Just join the opposite points with a straight line. Now the remaining 220 degree is under rest. Follower is under rest. Darken this till this portion. Okay. So this completes the displacement diagram of the follower when it moves with uniform velocity. Now this displacement diagram should be transferred into the cam profile. So for that region you have to mark the points here as A, the first point as A, wherever it cuts this line, here is the B, is C, this point is D, E, F, G, H, I, is J, K, L, M, N. Okay, and mark them as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here it is moving forward, and here it is under rest again. So 6 to 6 is under dwell period. Next it is going to perform return stroke. So I will write it as 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So now these distances of the follower should be transferred into the cam profile. Okay, let us learn it. So let us summarize the displacement diagram. First you are supposed to take a suitable scale. On x-axis you have to take cam rotation in terms of degrees. On y-axis you are supposed to take lift of the follower. The total rotation, one rotation of the cam is equal to 360 degree. So that 360 degree should be represented on the x-axis. Okay, by taking a scale of 1 centimeter is equal to 20 degree. So I have started from 0, 20, 40 and so on till 360 degree. On y-axis I have taken a lift which is equal to 40 mm. Then this displacement diagram should be splitted up according to the data given in the problem. So according to the outstroke angle, it is equal to 60 degree. So you are supposed to take 60 degree for outstroke and 12 for next 30 degree, right? And return stroke is 60 degree. So again I have taken 60 degree here, and the remaining is 210 degree. So the remaining portion I have represented as dwell period, right? Now again the outstroke region is divided into 6 equal parts. Similarly, return stroke is also divided into 6 equal parts. And then I have started from the origin point. I have taken the opposite upper point where the outstroke region ends, and it is moving with uniform velocity. Uniformly it is moving. So I have drawn a simple straight line to represent the outstroke. Then it's a dwell period. And return stroke, again it is with uniform velocity. I have just drawn a line with a straight line. I am representing the retardation motion, and then it is return stroke and followed by a dwell. Okay. So when you are going to construct, you see that all the lines are very thin, and only this displacement diagram, that is the a curve which or a line which starts from point A, then G, then H, it comes to N, and last to P. So only this line should be highlighted in your displacement diagram. All other lines should be as thin as possible, so that only the displacement diagram will be highlighted.